They don't want war with the slime. My crew be forming the line. They wanna force me to fight. I can take down the king and then call it a night. They call me Tempest, that means they Shakespeare's when they see me getting restless. Ticking monsters off the checklist. When I lead teams, I respect it. Waterblade, I leave him headless. Copy like Ditto, I leave him digested. And by the time that I'm done with them, they all be talking like that was a little excessive. Naming people like a penning novels, like a face a demon, you can beg and grovel. All these basic peons with their petty squabbles, cause your race of beings, all that's left and false. I'm the king of this horde. Benny Murray, I see red with a sword. Act like Gilman with your head on the floor. Gather, I cut him in half like a messy divorce. I'm ready for war. Boss of the garbage, Cranko. Heavy little helps like Tesco. I'm a disaster rank, don't answer back. Stepping to me, it's like stepping on death's row. MMO, how I be leveling, stepping stones, not even threatening. Xenobos, watching you messing with metronome. Shit is repetitive, they underestimate me and regretting it.
What you know about death, let alone coming back when you've seen the end. Ain't pressed by it, take it in my stride. Don't call me your sign, got a second chance but I won't give one now. Acting like they fans but they only want clout. Since I blew, I've been on that cool ride to live this new life. Don't call me your sign.
Backstabbed and I was left to die and now we've been revived in a new place. Everybody see me as a slime and I get recognized for my blue face. Tried to pull the Draco on me but I went survived, guided by the great sage. Messing people who are in the crisis, got them realigned, we on the same page. I done made a name for everybody in my crew and that's no way I'm stopping it. Next I'm trying to put my city on the map, we're forcing doubters to acknowledge it. We got real hitters in our populace, get big, just have to feel like Milam Navadin. So you can see this sounds like an astrologist, if you disturb the peace it's got a consequence. Oh, you start for the beef with one power elite, you don't wanna push buttons. Once I turn to a predator, crew from the eater for skill, now I feel like a glutton. Trust me, y'all don't know what I could be on. She runs to your chest and now you look like Shia. I'm demon on status, you a stuck up here. I'm shutting your team up once I'm done with Leah.
Don't call me your sign, got a second chance but I won't give one now. Acting like they fans but they only want clout. Since I blew, I've been on that cool ride to live this new life. Don't call me your slime.
They don't want war with the slime. My crew be forming the line. They wanna force me to fight. I can take down the king and then call it a night. They don't want war with the slime. They want a sword like a knife. They wanna talk like they find, but when facing a god then they forfeit their life.
What you know about death, let alone coming back when you've seen the end. Ain't pressed by it, take it in my stride. Don't call me your sign, got a second chance but I won't give one now. Acting like they fans but they only want clout. Since I blew, I've been on that cool ride to live this new life. Don't call me your slime.
They don't want war with the slime. My crew be forming the line. They wanna force me to fight. I can take down the king and then call it a night. They don't want war with the slime. They want a sword like a knife. They wanna talk like they fight, but when facing a god then they forfeit their life.
All right. Let's get to it, shall we? Not quite ready yet.
Yeah, I was born with the passion. Now I kill frauds to mask it. Really, it's tragic. Everybody in the whole academy's asking why they getting their ass kicked. Making it drastic. Running high when you hear the sheep. Then give me blood. I've been feeding the feast. Painting me the villain, but I'm thinking that the beast beneath. I won't stop till they're all deceased. Got the adrenaline, give them the medicine, paralyzed, hope crush, yeah, a lot of violence. Kill them with a blade of a veteran, hacking this
God damn. Your beard needs a trim. Anyways, alright, correct scene, got music going. Alright, let's fucking roll.
Every time we fight, it always ends the same. Calling on All Might to fix the system. You're all too weak and you're all to blame. Fucking shame. Cleanse the people from all the filthy that want the
My audio jack is fucked up yet again.
Bloodlust, I can taste your fate, 'cause a real hero wouldn't taste this rank. I don't choose wrong, I don't make mistakes, so if you meet me,
I wonder if I can just stick a fucking like toothpick in there or something and dick around with the connector. Probably doesn't help that I'm buying like the cheapest potential like possible audio jack adapter. Whatever. So before we get to the next card, I was conversing with Fishy, who is the commissioner for these pieces. And he said he wanted vector now, but we already drew this hand drawn. So we're gonna see if we can get the image trace function to make a decent rendition of this without fucking up stuff too much. And I mean, he said go for it, and then just do what I've been doing, and just like, you know. So we're gonna see how this works out. And the image trace tool is pretty fucking impressive, all in all. But this may cause some skipping. This may cause some lag. It's a pretty hefty functionality, so just bear with me. I'll actually open up the window over here so I have like all the settings available. So let's just try doing a preset. Let's do high fidelity photo. Yes, I know it's a large image, it's gonna be slow. I'm willing to deal with it. There might be some issues with stream. Bear with me. Is it done already? It's done already. Slow my ass. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. Considering there's basically no... Okay, so then we can go a little more advanced in this. We can go make up the colors 100%. Reduce the noise down to like 1 pixel. The paths up to like E. Yeah, we're looking now. That's even better. Much more in depth.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
Oh yeah, let's do gradients.
Show up in the party.
Max this bitch out.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
I'm just gonna play around with these settings a little bit for a while and see what comes out of it.
Show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Now let's back this up. Hi Josh, how we doing? Doing okay? Hell yeah, dude. Glad to hear it. I mean, all things considered, I'm doing all right. Things could definitely be worse. Had a bit of a rough end of the week last week, but I mean, it happens. Yeah, let's. color, palette, full tone. Do gradients. Make those gradients like 50% smoothness. Do like 75 for each of these and keep the noise at 25 and let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I can't go super deep into it because part of the reason last week was as rough as it was. Isn't really my business to spread on the internet. It does directly affect us, but it's not my thing to fucking share, you understand? But like, there's a combination of things, like, aside from that as well. Like, the long and the short being that we are in a position where we are basically going to have to figure out how to afford professional childcare. We're pretty much out of options. We thought we had this covered, but shit came up. I was like, you know, it's something came up that isn't avoidable and is in no way like a moral failing on of any means, you know what I mean? So there's that. And then we were having our buddy Gabriel who keeps like saying he's gonna move out and then like 24 hours later changing his mind, and that's fucking with us because like on one hand, we want to have our friend move out here and like be near us, you know? Ooh. Like, we want our friend to be out here, like, near us and shit. So it's like, fucking come on, dude. Then on the opposite end of that fucking spectrum, it would also be like extremely beneficial to us financially if we had a third person that we know and trust living with us and helping pay bills. And he just keeps, you know, changing his mind arbitrarily. And it's fucking frustrating. We're sitting here like, bro. It's just, you know, it's a lot of fucking stress suddenly being put on us when we thought we had shit figured out. And it kind of all came up on the same day. It was a little rough. Okay, let's go 100%, 0%, 100% and see what happens. Crank that gradient smoothing up to a fucking max. That's a little too smooth. I'll do like 75%. Thank you. So this is the original that I made, and the reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is Fishy said that they want a vector option, so I'm gonna I mean, like, okay, so realistically, this should be perfectly printable, because they're thinking about making it into stickers. That's why they want it as a vector. But, like, at 100% size, this shit is fucking huge. Like, I built it at standard card dimensions, but I built it at standard card dimensions at 600 DPI, or PPI. Like, it's probably, like, 8 times larger than it needs to be for printing on a card, let alone a sticker. But if they want it infinitely scalable, they have this as an option. It's not perfect, it's a little rough around the edges. Kind of the nature of image tracing, especially when it's image tracing something that isn't, like, you know, perfectly fucking clean. That's a bit better. It's a little smoother. I like that more. Yeah, I think we found our middle ground. We'll drop the gradients back down to 50% because I was digging the little splotches of, let's try 65. Nah. If we're gonna have blocks of color, then we might as well, like, consistent blocks of color, you know? Alright, well, I think we're about done with this. We will expand it. And we're going to save it as an EPS file, which is a fairly standard vector format that should be usable, or at least something that someone can throw into an image converter and change to, like, a whatever the fuck format they want. Alright, now to the actual drawing. Now that we've spent 15 minutes dicking around with this. So, next up, we're gonna unlock all this shit. Gonna hang on to this, not this. Gotta go to my DMs with Fishy. Yeah, I mean, on the bright side of things, Julie and I are doing better. Like, between ourselves, we had a little bit of, like, a unpleasant discussion. Like, we, you know, had a talk. It's all good. We Gucci now. If anything, we're doing overall better, like better relationship-wise than we have been in a hot minute. Get all these. Let's save this as fascia card wheel. Paste the reference into place. That's sized up appropriately. Up the opacity of that down like 50%. Locked. And we're going to paste the reference sheet back in here. Because what I'm planning to do here is have... I'm supposed to be referencing the person I'm making this for, or that Fishy's having me make this for, within the cards. I think we're gonna have... Got like the little demon by the wheel, so I think we're gonna have Passia's character be the little wheel demon. Maybe we'll like give the Sphinx like her hair and horns maybe or something. But we're gonna trim out character from the reference sheet here.
Okay. I've got this new track. It's about Rengoku from Demon Slayer.
Who?
Rengoku.
Who?
He's like the flame pillar.
Zenitsu?
He's really important.
Never heard of her.
I'm Rengoku in the car when I flow. Hotter than the god Fieri, fire dye in my cloak. I can take it higher, burning the pyre flame in my throat. Carbon monoxide, you don't want this smoke. Through the nose holes, you can hear the concentrated breathe. The demons feeling like I'm really about to
And we're not gonna worry about that until we have the lines traced for the rest of this, because we're gonna keep the snake, and the angel, and the bird, and like the animals, the symbolic animals here. We're gonna keep the same, more or less.
Hold up, I'm about to go nuts when I roll up. One swipe, leave you donut. Body hold up, so fire when I glow up. Supernova, pillar killer, so hot, but the fucking coldest.
Hey, nigga, I'm hotter than Jessica Alba, sunbathing in a supernova. It's Luke gang shit to the day I die. Shout out Suave though. Hey, look. Rengoku shit, before me, then you gotta burn. Uncle on the gun, talk crazy, I'm a fire bird. Rubber ain't the only thing.
Gonna have to crank up the smoothing on this though, if I can figure out what that is.
With my team, we the Hashira. Stop it, bruh. DJ and my demons, I'ma chop it up. Who hot as us comparing flames to me, but you just not enough. Pass it back to swab, I lop it up, so man, who's topping us? Ain't filler, you fuck with the flame pillar. Catch him, cut him, got him sucking up to me. The lame villains got him begging, praise sinners, but I'm not a saint killer. Man in red, walk among the dead. MJ Thriller.
I be feeling like the weight of the world is upon my shoulders. I will never fold. This ain't Texas.
Hold him, but I will admit the metal's red hot poker. It'll hurt a little, but it'll soon be over.
And we're gonna be doing Paramount. Like, I mean, I'm hoping we can get the rest of this. Hoping we can get this like done the same time frame we did the last one, but this is a bit more of a complex design overall. Gonna be doing a lot more
Bitch, I hit 'em up, clairvoyant like I saw the manga panels written up. I'm ahead of you and I can see your every move. And if you have a pulse, you better know it's cause I'm letting you. You're under my command, all I gotta do is execute. Yo, fuck this sword, I'll take this foot
trying to do like a semi-perfect circle, which is gonna be the fucking death of me.
I'm deciding who getting his fade first. Shining like the sun on scorching niggas trying to shave first. Take a demon head, collect the funds, and that's a pay hearse. You gon' see this grave work. Pimp in the summer, I'll walk in and the heat arise. Yu-Gi-Oh! If I pull your card, you gon' meet the mind. You feel the burning soul inside my chest when you see these eyes. Scorching everything up in this room, so you gon' leave or die.
No, genuine, he's like actually a really important character. You've already met. He's like the flame pillar. He's like, read the manga.
What's new in your life, Josh? How are things on your end? Anything cool and interesting to share?
I need a head type bitch, drop it down on my dick. She fucking love it when she riding the shit. I need an anime hoe, but you already know. She screaming kimochi when she drop it low.
Yeah. Dick Asian chick in the cut, she knows if I wanna fuck, baby, quick.
I guess it helps that the
tapping on her butt to the music, leave her drowning in my fluids. That bukkake looking sloppy, yeah, you know I had to do it.
really that exciting. There.
Big guys, I'm about to corrupt her one time. Hitting that bitch and I go. She call me only, but I ain't a bro. She put a O by all of my fro. I'm about to suck on the bitches for show. Hit top pro tag on the beat. 3D hoes, they can't compete. Keep a koi like Uzaki. Love to suck on sip I meet. Feeling like a Miyazaki, about to make a movie scene. But I keep it triple X. Deviants know what I mean.
I need a head type bitch, drop it down on my dick. She fucking love it when she riding the shit. Yeah, I need an anime hoe, bitch, you already know. She screaming kimochi when she drop it low. I need a head type bitch, drop it down on my dick. She fucking love it when she riding the shit. I need an anime hoe, bitch, you already know. She screaming kimochi when she drop it low.
I need an anime.
I got something semi-interesting. Julie and I had started playing Baldur's Gate 3. I built her a new computer. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on stream. It took like pieces of my old PC and built her a better one using those. And like the only game that we both have that's like decent title, you know, more than just like Phasma or Demon Hunter or whatever the fuck it is that we usually used to play, you know.
They're not real. And maybe we should just start going after real girl. You know what? Fuck it. I still want to fuck them.
We've gotten a total of 2 play sessions in. And we died like 7 times already. We had to like, we tried doing a dungeon we found, got our asses beat, and we're like, nope, something else. Let's go somewhere else. Find something else to do. We're being a little cheaty with the geometric patterns. But like, I'd rather not draw it, get upset, erase it, and redraw it 1,700 times as I tend to do when I'm trying to like get a close match to something. Oh man, I've been doing a little bit of research on the Dark Souls 2 since I had to start that shit over, and I'm debating between. I'm currently torn. Sheep. We don't have the sound events anymore, but hello. You can try to imitate it if you'd like. Couldn't get my chatbot to work, so I just said fuck it and got a different one. Yeah, since I lost my game save when my hard drive fucked up, and I'm starting fresh. Started doing some research, and I'm kind of debating because on stream I was like, I'm not gonna grind off stream. This is for the game streams. Thank you. And I've been thinking about it. I might change my mind, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because I realized like 30% of my VODs for Dark Souls 2 consisted of me just going through and killing every enemy over and over again to clear the boss run path. Because fuck trying to just I was quickly learned that it's not super viable to try and just do the mad dash like I would do in like Dark Souls 1. It's too the boss runbacks are way more grueling in Dark Souls 2. They're way more brutal. That was kind of the mindset. It was like make progress where I can, but then when I hit the boss room, like just go through and kill everything with fire that I can. Like, you know, if I happen to like canonically, like as I'm just progressing, kill a bunch of shit, that's, you know, that's fine. Yeah, I'm considering doing periodic offline grinding sessions just to clear the boss path. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling. Like, if I get to the next Dark Souls stream and I haven't had time to do it, then we're doing the grinding on stream. Or, like, if the boss path isn't fucking terrible in the first damn place, then, like, that's also fine. Like, you know, some of them have nice little shortcuts. Oh, wait, okay, so this is the part where we want the reference sheet open. I'm gonna like scooch her here and like rotate it so we can kind of have it in view. It's not gonna be a perfect recreation of Asia's vibe, but it will be, you know, an effort will be made. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and make a separate layer for this just so I can like modify it without risking fucking this up. Yeah, I've opted for, I don't know if you saw, Sheep, since I'm starting fresh, I opted for a bonk class instead of a dex build. Just because I wanted to start with the class that had the most adaptability available while still having like decent combat stats, and that ended up being the fighter. And the fighter is catered more, it looks like it's intended for like quality builds at the end of the day. Give her a little fucking... Kind of. I'm gonna try and be like, I'm gonna try and be less like just keep mashing right trigger or right bumper. Like, I want to have a little bit of nuance to my build, but as far as starting classes go, at any rate, like, yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm planning on trying to incorporate parries and stuff like that into the combat. Like, I mean, just bonking shit is fine and dandy, but like, I'd like there to be a little bit of nuance. Like, I picked up a shield, so I should be able to do some parrying once I get the hang of the timing on it at any rate. The timing is a bit harder to get down in this than it was in Dark Souls 1 for sure. The arm a little less meat, I think. Throwing flasks, I thought about that. I do enjoy that I was able to like take out some dudes by that were kind of being a pain in my ass just by slapping them with some flasks. That was fun. I was thinking down the line, once I get, you know, all of my base stats good and situated, maybe like delving into miracles a bit, get myself some fucking healing and buffing.
Within me, I'm empty, I lost everything, got nothing to lose simply, a bad man. I deserve to be killed, let's be real, make the hardest scream, a mean squeal. Master of the darkness, massacring artist, choke the fat rebel, see you walking through the farthest, turn your favorite masters to dearly depart. I'm saying he was such a nice boy when he started. The dark side, let it take over, don't try to fight, listen to my words all in the mic, all day, kill them all with one strike. Feel the dark side, let it take over.
And have the dress kind of like go behind the wheel there.
The dark force guides me, attacks your psychic. It replies you will die if you try to fight me. You feeling a little cutthroat, kill yourself. I had loose limbs expelled and bid for well. My own son, I don't give a damn, this is war. I am hardcore, you can go ahead and parkour, but you still ain't getting out the front door. I am the lord of the dark side, have you begging down on all fours. I've heard this conversation in all forms. In the end, I still will use your head as a dartboard. Think I need a saber, I smack you with the cardboard sword to your sword. Got force throws galore, and I store any energy pours through my pores till I'm bored. I implore you back down no more. You will feel the true wrath of a Sith bloodbath on behalf of the all-black man of the myth. Now you really done it, I cannot control my composure. I need to murder something. Once I get it started, the motor can only keep running. I am a composer of death with every murderous breath. I'm trying to further my rap by purging the best. The power and the surge of possess, incurring the rest on anyone observing and just disturbing events. Your fighting is discerning at best, disturbing at best, to die for some dignity rest. See? Now you got me all worked up. Whole city said it died for that one verse burnt up. Rip your whole body from the earth up. I am Lord Vader, giving new meaning to the phrase turned up. Now you got me all worked up. Whole city said it died for that one verse burnt up. Rip your whole body from the earth up. I am Lord Vader, giving new meaning.
Like I'm liking the mace that I found. I'm thinking about like pairing that with. I mean, I've got a shield. I'm thinking about pairing that with like a bladed weapon, so I can have a combination of strike or slash. So that I have a little bit more versatility in my damage type.
All you bitches dead, all y'all stop when the shit too good. If you fight my crew, then your moves get red. And I treat them all right, yeah, my crew get fed. And I'm working non-stop, like your boy get bread, filled with lead. You didn't know your trick, cause I would stay ahead. I'm not just a time, yeah, you all miss less. So stop with the time, all you bitches dead. All y'all stop when the shit too red. If you fight my crew, then your moves get red. And I treat them all right, yeah, my crew get fed. And I'm working non-stop, like your boy get bread, filled with lead. You didn't know your trick, cause I would stay ahead. And I'm not just a time, yeah, you all miss less.
You're cowards, so you usually just do mage builds. I struggle with mage builds because as soon as shit gets close to you, it gets like infinitely more difficult. I found. Like I love the concept of doing a mage build, but I usually get my ass beat. Like I started off my Elden Ring playthrough as a mage, and like it was rough until I swapped over to like an intelligence faith build and started using the Sword of Night and Flame instead.
And y'all just flocking, gluttonous, and I'll make y'all liars. Desperate when I stay on flyers. Tread on y'all, and I ain't talking tires. Backstabbing, I ain't talking.
Have to memorize enemy locations. Ah, yeah. That's fair. That does make sense.
Cause all you bitches dead. All y'all stop when the shit too good. If you fight my crew, then your moves get red. And I treat them all right, yeah, my crew get fed. And I'm working non-stop, like your boy get bread, filled with lead. You didn't know your trick, cause I would stay ahead. I'm not just a time, yeah, you all miss less. So stop with the time, all you bitches dead. All y'all stop when the shit too red. If you fight my crew, then your moves get red. And I treat them all right, yeah, my crew get fed. And I'm working non-stop, like your boy get bread, filled with lead. You didn't know your trick, cause I would stay ahead. And I'm not just a time, yeah, you all miss less. So stop
Got
with
like
the time,
fucking clogs or some shit. Ah, fuck. Well, I gotta bring Discord back up. I can see what the hell these shoes are supposed to. What the hell? What kind of shoes are these? They're like inverted heel. I've never seen anything like that. I guess I'll just mimic the shape.
They are cattle, not a powerful, a gathering the flocks. Like an author in the final act, I'm mastering the plot. I've been down to hell and back, and now they'll see that.
Like, fucks with my head though. Like, I'm so used to doing, like,
we listen to hate that is spewing, yeah, we are the criminals. All those silly delusions will fade when the cities in ruins is truly predictable. We have been prosecuted, but hear me, cause I got the blueprint to make us formidable. They will soon see what
yeah, I mean, I do definitely, I have found that I definitely do enjoy just smash builds. But every now and again I like to mix it up, but I also vaguely recall making a claim that I would like stick to a build for each playthrough on stream. I don't know how strongly I'm gonna hold to that conviction. We'll see. Because that's kind of the Dark Souls 2 definitely comes off as being intended for you to like modify and adjust your build the further into the game you get. Oh, I forgot the fucking sleeves almost. Okay, so it like drapes down to here.
So stand in my way if you must, but my path will not adjust. I only go forward, and if it's through you, no school bus, I'ma take you to school. Cause that cool,
I'm gonna have to bring this down a little bit.
You just get up and do. Your whole crew, they are literal fools. When you're through, then I'm killing them too. I don't have the time or patience. I'm aching and the pain is constantly
has like a little bit of poofiness to it, but not a ton up in the upper arms.
Got you high as you gravity method, no boy, you don't get it. I'm high as Rosetta Stone. About to snap like a snare on the stereo. Cause like I'm sunning this world, you're my embryo. I just slide in the battlefield, scary flow. I got them dragons, I'm packing some Gyarados. Beat you all to the beat like a metronome. I got you seeing your vessels, I'm varicose. Battle frozen, man, use it, just let it go. Truly, you try it and know the scenario. You can't see me, I'm tall with the centerfold. And I'll be rocking way after the credits roll. Ah, bitch.
And we've got like wrist ring, like forearm rings holding it in place. Comes to like a poof. Dramatic poof.
Keep an anime bitch all on me, yeah. Keep an anime bitch all on me. Shy looks sexy like a damn Daki. I'ma fill her up with sympathy. Love her when a hoe call me Oni. Keep an anime bitch all on me. Shy looks sexy like a damn Daki. I'ma fill her up with sympathy. Love her when a hoe call me Oni. Love it when a bitch wanna get freaky. Love it when your sis wanna meet Shiki. Might fuck around, have a damn baby. But I can't stay, no your man gotta leave. Live this in Pico, fucking around with your hoe. Ain't gotta do shit, shawty already know. When I step in, make a pantsuit, hit the flow. Fucking cold highs in the back while I'm counting dough. I'm a deviant, be the kitty, make it sore. Leave her screaming, Kimochi, she begging for some more. A mother be a nipple, all the sex she adore. When I'm done, shawty always wanna encore. No, I always oblige, just can't say no to the moe eyes. The way those stockings pinch your thighs, they keep her senpai hypnotized, no lie. What can I say? I'm a goddamn simp, but I keep more hoes than the Las Vegas pimp. She keep only on heart, yeah, I never go limp. Her ex-man was a bitch ass wimp. So I stole his girl, brought her to my world like an isekai. Watch it all unfurl, fuck a bad chick, another one next. On my Zane deep shit, all I do is flex.
All I do is flex, bound to get her wet if she feeling on the pecs. Wanna be a pet, so I call her on her neck. Neck of power S, leave the cat in the mess. Had me saying kitty kitty, what we having next? Opus ain't for show, got me feeling on the breast.
Kind of like incorporate all these little accessories as best I can.
With the aura energy, knockout beauty, she always trying to finish me. 2D hoes down to go, gotta get your freak. Monoclose hit the flow, what I really need's a bitch like you. Long blue hair with some horns I can find. Young soon dares make them tease like it's fondue. Wife who's crazy, it's that boy D real Shiki in HD. Why?
Man, you already know I keep an anime bitch on me. Let's go.
Keep an anime bitch all on me. Running up the check in the doujin sheet. I'm a young hentai god in this world I see. Boy, you need to stop talking on my shit too sleek. If you need to get it poppin', hit me up. I'm never stopping till I get a million or maybe two if that's an option. I'm a
I think I'm gonna leave the detailing for like when I'm doing the coloring. I guess there's certain details I can modify. Just be black lines. Still gotta get to like the actual fucking head after this too. We'll leave that. We'll leave the gold trim there and here for coloring stage, I think. Now we're gonna have to get smaller with this. Is there a side profile? No. We're gonna do another layer for the head. Comparatively to the body. Approximately. Come here. All anime girls look like cats from a side profile. I don't want to look into this. That's gonna give me a headache, I can already tell. Something like that. Mostly the nose and the mouth shape. Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Like this. Down to the little fucking tie off. Fucking twirl of hair here. I'm trying to keep it like reasonably within the same amount of detail. I'm gonna do eyes closed because simplicity's sake. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is gonna drop the opacity of that way down. Go back to this fucking, we're gonna lock that, go back to this fucking layer. We're gonna add that on.
These mortals have awakened the gods of old. We rise from our slumber to reveal our
Now my brain's just going, anime girls are cats. Over and over again. God damn it, sheep. There's a whole video about it? Oh my god. Is it just like how they're drawn? Are we talking like traditional anime, modern anime? Because like there's some modern animes that are fairly realistically drawn. We're gonna just, you know, forego the horn and hair decorations a bit. It's like, what the hell is it? It's like the fucking Mr. Popo meme. Just all these squares make a circle. All these anime girls are just cats. All these anime girls are just cats. All these anime girls are just cats. Meow. I'll be real. Your cat has to be very exceptional and of a very particular personality type for me to like fully enjoy being in the presence of the cat. Like my cat annoys the fuck out of me. Unless I'm tripping. But the only reason she doesn't annoy me when I'm tripping is because she just wants pets and attention, and when I'm tripping balls, she is the softest thing on the face of this planet and I can just pet her for hours. And when she's being pet, she shuts the fuck up, so it's fine. Indeed, soft discreet, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, she's a really sweet animal, she's just extremely needy. Which, I always thought cats were the types of animals that were supposed to, you know, just fuck off and do their own thing. Like you show up and it's like, oh, you're back. All right, whatever, type of thing.
I made the test decadence, but check my merch. Purely cosmetic, yet I'm so sexy that it hurts. Even if you demons are atheists, let me spit a verse, and I'll make you believe in me. And after you'll head to church, Satan, sorry you've been laid off. Get to working on your resume. As I'm revving up my chainsaw, you know hell has definitely seen better days. Forget heaven, let me rebel with rebels. But I've never been one to meddle with devils. That was a lie, and you'll find no better example than the plentiful larger energy that I have embezzled. As I descend the depths, all that's left behind me is leveled. I'm spreading like a sickness, your rip is blood is my vessel. I get from 0 to 100 when I step on the pedal. And then I'm grappling upward, and at the top will I settle. And if you sing my praises, make it a song that is metal. You'll only touch my blade when into your neck is it nestled. Cause I am entropy personified, sentinel qualified, hell raising, bell ringing, doomslayer bonafide.
Yes, of hell, embrace you, welcome home. Let your hatred swell with rage unquelled, unbroken. The Bible tells such lies, the bells are tolling. And where embers well, remember well to stoke them. In your eternal growth, you fester with the fearsome infection. Even a heart so pure, destroyed by the violence behind good intentions. Gods and devils have all heard the story.
Okay. We got the main inclusion of the character in question. And we're only an hour in. I'd say we're making good time.
Now that the gates of hell are unlocked, magazines are fully loaded, guns cocked. They told me I'd be king when hell froze over. So did anybody notice that the temp just dropped? I am your nightmare, I am infernal. I strike fear in you cause fear is universal. I'm an amalgamation of hell's 9 circles. I am your doom, I am eternal. The gates of hell embrace you, welcome home.
I think I might swap out the sword that the Sphinx is carrying with like one of these vials from the reference sheet. Oh sheep, how are things going on that whole trying to be your own boss front? Like, what did you, if you don't mind sharing on the internet, that like you want to divulge what you had planned for that whole endeavor? I can't help but be a bit curious.
You just gotta realize that everybody's gonna be on your tail from 5 o'clock until the day you die.
High key, we do it high key. Subliminal, I'm moving up at light speed.
Took a my key like high seas, got you running my way when you tried me.
Rivalry put behind me.
Binary can't divide me.
Fighting me.
Make a crime scene.
Steal crime, please.
But you're 19.
Strike team, force of birth. We're in sync like Gaia 9. Mighty. All your quirks can't save you from the rising tide. Bite me. Super Saiyan 4, you'll see my wild side.
Gas to put the firefight.
We'll blow it up like dynamite.
Then you take these rights, I'll put this pinky to your brain.
If you're thinking we're the same,
On the brink, this ain't a game.
ready like how I say mythical.
Morning.
But you can know it's a miserable.
Glad I asked, hell yeah.
Do it with Hitting your dome like it's global. This is something you ain't seen before. Strapped up for the battle coming at us, then we'll go to war. Feel the power rushing to our core. Before we hit our limit, bitch, we didn't bow to show you more. One man but a unit. Stand down and get clapped when we lose it. Big bang when we fuse it. Straight heat when we do shit. Roll up if the beat bangs, we abuse it. When man's looking stupid. One man but a unit. Stand down and get clapped when we lose it.
I'm gonna like make the snake look a little less derpy.
Straight heat when we do shit. Roll up if the beat bangs, we abuse it. When man's looking stupid. One man but a unit. Ops got no balls like a eunuch. Square up, cubist. Rearrange your block, Rubik's. Can't see how I boost shit. Two heads like a cute.
Figured it out. You're gonna day trade crypto. Oh lord. 4 years of prior experience doing it over time with small funds to prove to yourself you can do it on a larger scale as a source of income. I mean, at that point, why don't you just trade stocks? Because, like, I don't know, crypto seems too ethereal and volatile to me. I understand the volatility is what makes it enticing because that means you could make a lot of money really fast. But I guess I'm just curious as to like what your reasoning is between crypto versus regular stock day trading. Basically looking for trades moving at least 3% to 5% per trade. Stocks require a brokerage license to trade over 10K per year. Oh, okay. So essentially crypto is a means for you to do the same thing as day trading without the requirement for an expensive license. Well, I hope that goes well for you. I will say, don't go crazy with it, you know? Like, be smart about it, obviously. Don't go, like, betting the house on shit type of deal. I know you're smart, though, so I'm certain you won't do anything stupid, like, making, like, just crazy gambles. That does definitely make crypto much more enticing. That also explains why my banker wouldn't let me fuck around with my stock portfolio myself. Alright, what do we think so far? Smooth. Doesn't work as a job unless you trade with 10K. Use stop losses to prevent losses so you don't drop below 9K ever and keep earning 1.1 to 5% a day after some research and 4 minutes to set up the trade. Earns you $100 to $500 a day. Well, damn, dude. As long as you're not doing this crazy bullshit I see folks on the internet doing where they're like betting it all on fucking like meme coins and getting fucked over by a podcaster that became famous for saying something funny on a street interview. When company owner heard what you said, he looked surprised at how smart you actually are. Or are you just not letting on that you're a bright lad? Shorting the market before they sell off? Ah, okay. I don't have the attention span. Like, my ADD doesn't cater towards that kind of knowledge. Like, I've thought about it. I have, but like, I don't have the... Even with meme coins. I've thought about trying to trade in crypto, but like, I don't have the patience, and my ADD specifically focuses on... fucking English. Specifically focuses me on shit that I find interesting and am passionate about. And stock portfolios and trading makes me fall the fuck asleep when I think about it for more than like 10 seconds. So that is definitely not my particular bag. But I mean, hey dude, if it fucking works for you, more power to you, man. I feel silly thinking about it now, like, you know, it's math. I'm good at math. But it's just not something I've ever been able to get even remotely passionate about. I mean, even just trying to set, like, I tried setting up a crypto wallet just so I could, like, anonymously pay for a VPN at one point, and, like, that, just trying to get that set up pissed me off, and I was like, no. Now I'm thinking about NFTs. I'm glad I never got into the NFT shit because, like, good lord. That shit, like... I don't know, that in particular is sketchy as fuck. Old coins you have trust in. Day trading is different though. You look for volatility to day trade, upward trends, or for long trades. Okay. So you're looking for something that's volatile for a day trade, and then you want to like wait for it to have a little bump up so you make a little bit of money, and then you drop it all. And you take that money back, having made a profit, and then you funnel that into more shit the next day. Is that how that works? How much time a day are you spending on this? Yeah, I remember you thought about it because you were trying to get me on board with like you had me on board with it, and then we just never followed through on it. We were gonna make a set of NFTs. I thought about minting my own at one point because people kept like hitting me up on my Facebook page. I mean, they were clearly scammers, but they kept hitting me up being like, "Hey, I want to sell your art as an NFT. Are you interested? I have 50,000 Ethereum for you." And it's like, all right, well, obviously this is a scam because no one's going to give me 50,000 Ethereum for my piece of shit sketch. Like, but, you know, it prompted me to look into how to actually go about minting an NFT. But by that time, the market was so oversaturated that there was almost no chance in hell I was going to make a profit on it anyways. I think I was able to focus in more on that because it directly correlated with my artwork and like a means of monetizing my artwork, which that little like combination of factors made it something that my ADD could like focus on for a couple days. 40 minutes to research, 10 minutes to trade, but the thing that's not normally thought about is there may be days that aren't worth trading because there's no validity or volatility. Throwing out new terms. Volatility, okay. On mobile? Okay, okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I could definitely use a fucking windfall right now, especially with like it getting more expensive and childcare costs on the near horizon. Like my wife and I are talking about getting like part-time jobs on top of our full-time jobs on the weekends just so we can afford to send the kids to daycare. Because like grandma and grandpa aren't super available. And grandpa's not frequently in a state of mind that is ideal for watching children, if that makes put it a little vaguely. Grandpa drinks a lot. Can't spell and autocorrect. Yeah, man. Now, I got a new phone and now the AI like autofills the autocorrect. Like I'll type something out, like do the little fucking pokey fingers and make sure I'm spelling what I want to spell right, and then it's like, did you mean this? Too bad if you didn't, because now you just sent it, fucker. I'm debating going back over the Asya character with a little thicker lining. Okay. I mean, hell, if you ever want to, like, start a fucking trading firm and you're looking for workers, and you can pay well, I'm down to do some part-time work. If your shit takes off. Because I sure as hell can be trained on what to look for. We're gonna go in and like picking up some of these lines a little bit. They do have programs to practice trade without money. See what you would make. You don't want to make a trading firm. Goes to work less for more money. You're done being a slave to corporations. But if you're the CEO, then you don't have to do the work. You just make the grunts do the work. You just get to hang out on your fancy yacht and tell us what to trade. Oh, yeah. Well, that is a step above wage slave. But if that's not something you're interested in, I mean, that's your fucking right, dude. For sure. I don't know. My hope is to, like, my plan is to still stay where I'm at with, like, the job. Provided they, like, we're supposed to be having a conversation about raises and expectations and shit soon because I finished school.
Hello, children. Settle down and
But like, provided they keep paying me well and I'm able to provide for my family, in my free time I'm still aiming to try and like monetize my passions to a certain degree. Probably in different ways. Like I was planning on focusing significantly less on commission work for streams, for example. Like I really want to hold on. But apparently my wife came home and put the baby in bed. I'm gonna just mute the baby monitor real quick.
It's just so beautiful seeing you peeking at who you were destined to be. Might be the letter, but never on E. No pressure, they'll never expect you exceed. We are in session when beautiful, let's just so focus. All might not be what it seems. Roll call for assassination classroom. Better study up, cause your exam is gonna pass soon. And the stakes are higher than just fumbling a grade. If you stumble, you'll be watching Earth is
Gonna have free time to collaborate? I'm down for collaboration. Oh god damn it. I was right though, I did fuck up my fucking audio jack.
I see your potential. What a stunning growth ahead. At first when we were introduced,
anyways.
couldn't cut a loaf of bread. Adversity you overcame, so proud my cheeks are glowing red. Perverse, but I'm not flushed because of what's beneath the sofa bed.
Yeah, like I wanted to like focus on, like, for example, because you know my goal has always been to make my art, my style of art, whatever art I want to make, and then like sell that versus making art for others. Like I've always wanted to like monetize my self-expression more than anything.
No matter what you pick, I am the sensei, you are the student. I am the best straight. Look at the movement. Thought you were doomed. Look at your improvement. Look what you're doing. Making us proud. Considered nuisance. Now you found the drive inside. You lead the crowd. So when I call you say.
And I kind of fell off of that train for a hot minute, what with like all the commission work I was getting at one point, right? Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of what I want to focus on more now. Like, I want to make a custom tarot deck. Not this. This is for someone else, but I want to make a tarot deck that is entirely in my own style. So instead of slightly modifying existing tarot designs, I'm going to use the tarot designs of the classic tarot as a base, and then like make my own shit from it. I have, like, I'm sure there's several woo-woo stores in the local area that would at least be willing to stock them if I was able to get it published and printed. Yeah, like a horror monster deck, like, you know, like my fucking weird creepy monsters, but in the form of tarot cards. Like, following the format, like, you know, they would have the same general elements, just made weird and creepy.
You know what's crazy? I learned that me and that dude Gohan got a lot in common. Nada, all the haters that try me will be first to tell you that you won't get by me with a perfect sell. Cause I'm married to my goals like my goals Fidel. My father taught me how to win, but I learned to fail. And pick a low in my life, any low I've had was in the piccolo key, but the key was fight back. Even when I was a teen, I would know.
I understand that does have stores with stock. Yeah, and we have a couple in, we have one in Port Washington. I know there's a hippie shop over in Grafton. If the Secret Garden is still alive and kicking. I haven't been over there in a hot minute. I did see they had a fire, but I think they were able to pick themselves back up.
Walking in the public, sporting my green and black on my arm, bandana with the blood drip. I was considered low budget. Look at me now, fighting the crowd, take you all by the dozen. Judging my exterior, I'm raising my thermos. Thinking I'm inferior, making your soul furlough. Beat you down thorough, hoping you can manage my final spirit can in hand, make your blood curdle. Just the time to panic. When you see the go to head, even better damage, I give you the 1,000 yards.
Appleton, Wisconsin has the cheapest print and paper products in Wisconsin because of the paper factory there. Okay, would that be comparable to like, because I was thinking about doing it myself, but I realized that I don't know how well I could do double-sided printing for cards. I mean, it would definitely be cheaper to just do it my fucking self. But like, that might be a headache I don't want to deal with. And if I'm trying to like produce a large quantity of decks to like distribute to stores, I don't think making them at home is the best move. Yeah, cheapest, but also the most time consuming, and like, that's assuming that I get the printing process correct the first time also. Because learning how to do that is a bit of trial and error. I don't have a printer that prints both sides. It's a print both sides, prints out, and then you have to feed it back in and hope that you got that lined up properly. But that's also not including like packaging and shit either, like, because I kind of doubt that a store is gonna take just a loose pack of cards with like a fucking I mean, that's something to worry about down the road once I have the cards designed for sure, but like, I have thought about that pretty heavily.
If I see my brother, I'm snapping that little carrot. No app, but I'm bringing in the Discord. I'm pedal to the metal, that's how opposition gets floored. Microsoft, I'm about to give you one note. Facing me is suicide, and saying so to cutthroat. Pride of a lion, check the name, but I go wait shit. Me and you are not the same. Compared to me, you ain't even looking half as nice.
Including packaging and printing? Hell yeah.
So long, you robots. Krillin's own thought isn't even the most hot or that nice. Like I am when it comes to tough fights. So cool taking 20 episodes, I'm taking one slice.
But it's like the whole concept of like, do I really want to go through the trouble of making my own fucking cards and then try to figure out how to print fucking boxes and all that shit? Or should I just delegate it to someone else? Like maybe for a starter pack or something, or like I could print sample cards my damn self. I don't know. I'd have to like, again, we'll look into that more when it comes to be that time. Wrote a business plan for an IRL Adventures Guild. What would an IRL Adventurers Guild do? They're like LARPing, or are you talking about like actually going out on adventures and doing shit? Done a lot of growing this year. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I feel like I have as well. Maybe not in the same ways, but like, definitely doesn't feel like it. But when I sit and think about it, like, I think I've definitely grown as a person overall. I've been hard as Stonehenge. Enemies that curve me like a road bend. Then limits making grown men fidget. When you see me up in GT on the golden ticket. Need a scope lens just to even see the height I'm hitting. Deny the physics, these guys are tripping if they think that I could give in. Think about jobs posted in an Adventurers Guild and qualified individuals taking those jobs. So like an odd jobs company? Or are we talking like, yeah, an odd jobs company. But I'm guessing like wider ranging? Am I not catching the vibe here? I'm thinking of this in the context of reality. Like versus like fantasy adventure. What the fuck is up with this thing's tail? But I promise you ain't stopping me. So much potential. You can check my credentials. We're gonna take some creative liberties here. Greatness when I'm in for.
see I'm wanting the prince. Throw your best punch, guarantee I won't even flinch. I got the drip, that'll turn your number one to a bitch. Shoot this gal a gun and load it, yeah, I'm trading the clip. Call me sensei, I've been healing the game better than Dende. Type of hero.
Yes. Oh, okay. So it is okay.
Truly worthy of the crown, never dead weight. Hyperbolic ramp.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I could use something like that right now. Just like pop in and be like, "What we got this week?" and see if there's anything I can fucking do. Cause like, honestly, I could like, cause I know there are certain websites that offer that kind of shit, but like, they seem to specifically focus towards like, what's the word I'm looking for? Technical jobs, like electricians, plumbers, shit like that.
If I wave my arm, the window put holes in you. Now that's shooting the breeze. Go ask Majin Buu. Oops, it's too late. I'm out for 60 minutes, but for you.
I mean, like even keep it, like, could even make it simpler than that. Just be like, go out and like, yeah, ranging from like prospecting land for government jobs or cutting trees, find someone's dog, go out and take some pictures of a location that like they want fucking stock images of. Fucking just a general hub for like freelance work. I like that. I like that idea. I don't know if that exists already, but I like the concept. Have you looked into whether or not this is an existing like industry already? Like, do you know if you have competition? 'Cause like I said, I found an odd job site, but it was like definitely catered more towards like you would go and get an apprenticeship to learn how to do. It was like specific skilled labor. Craigslist? Oh, alright, I mean, it is a pretty harsh competitor if I must admit.
Well, if it's gonna go and I got something I should get on my chest, and I ain't talking about the X, see you sipping the flex. I got these little green bitches out here gripping my pets. I'm ill, turn you green bitches, then you're hitting the deck. I'm a goddamn god, are you riding your mind is strange? Millions of scenarios, you die every time. Murder you without a trace, cheater brought me to lime. You get bodied out your body if you body with mine.
Overall, I definitely think that's a cool concept. Wait. I mean, like I said, my wife and I have been discussing getting side jobs just to afford childcare, man. I've been looking at, like, options. I was debating getting a fucking bartending job, and I fucking, like, hate. Like, that's the closest thing to the food industry I'm willing to get to after, like, my experience in that fucking field. But, like, working for fucking bar tips doesn't sound too shabby, but then I would have to get a fucking license to do that. I thought about doing, like, Uber and DoorDash, but I don't want to have to, like, keep track of my taxes and shit, you know? Because those are I-90 jobs. Like, the dream currently is to either make money off the hot sauce or make money off the art. My wife and I are planning on, if we can afford it at any rate, we are planning on setting up a booth at the farmer's market next year for a couple weeks and seeing if people are interested in our hot sauces. before we commit to an entire season. That gives us time to like refine our recipes, pick which sauces we would want to specifically sell. You can help with marketing knowledge. I know the basics of it is like, you know, you gotta fucking post on social media, you gotta get shit talking about you, but like, that's something I've been struggling with a lot in general, is like getting back to keeping up with my art and shit, cause, you know, like fucking, I got a family with small children, I'm working full time, it's, that in and of itself, and trying to like get the house back in shape is a lot to keep up with. My own audience and know my marketability. See, that's where I struggle, is like, I don't know what the fuck my audience is, I just make weird monster art. So I don't know who to fucking promote to. I just make the art and hope people find it. I just need a fucking marketing firm to do that part for me. Like, here's what I drew this week. Send it out, boys. Well, I did do some networking in town just a couple months back. I went around to like the local businesses and got like contact info for owners and shit. So once I have a nice selection of personal art that I can provide, because you know I lost all of that. That's another reason I'm trying to focus more on personal art pieces.
Trash can, gang in the back, long arm staying on me, finna spray with a strap. Pulling up with uses, Drake get the shooting, and the way we moving, anything you doing, bringing pain with music. See my gang get stupid, can't avoid my moves, and know we ain't disputing. If you hear him, bet you disappear, and hear him before you see him, know you better fear him.
Because that turns into a game of just present the arts to the owner and see if they like it.
Get them sent into the medic clinic, magnetic with it. Any ferrous dimmers, they gon' know the score like this is Metacritic. Got some brass bollocks, all these coppers, I'm making them sink. Gibson attacking the amp noise. Boy got the gears like it's clink, clank, clink. Like join together, but don't call them me alloys. More of attraction, chicks get in the field, covering all the bullets and a bend of the steel. Draw them out, I call them north and south. I got two poles for them if they step in my field. Kid the killer with the killer, hit the kill the bigger figures and the sinner sicker fan. Pin a victim and don't trim a wicked man. Literally, I'm just built different.
I got two sides swinging through the wind, leave them chopped and trimmed. Used our luck up, story so fucked up, where should I begin? Cards always said survival was slim. Mask on my face, I'm hiding my grin. We done lost so many, it's just me and King. So I guess you could say that killer is pissed. I got two blades, leave him two paid, I don't need third. Mask on, laughing to myself, I don't say a word. Already get the medal for you cleaving, never got squeezing, that's too easy. I'ma support the ambitions, my captain his wishes, regardless of whatever problem. All of y'all struggles fictitious, so sit back and listen, we winning, don't care what it costs.
Yeah, there's another shot, like, I don't remember if you were out of Hartford before this place popped up, but there was a place in Hartford too that was like fairly similar, and it was like a collective, like a local collective kind of thing, where like they catered to local artists and like artisans of Wisconsin.
Joey Bonnie, I roll this scrawny shipment as I sit and enjoy the bounty. Four foods around me, astounding. The only time I'm over 140 is on my bounty. Only female land captain in the worst generation. Racing my margaritas always moving. I'm a pirate. I would never help a stranger, young or especially old. I'd rather con these losers. Beat my world government, escape the ish twice. Defeated Blackbeard, but you saw the kick right. My claws are skin tight. The cost of this fight is losing your life quickly with old and thin white hair. Men don't even dare to murder me. And money heads more than my favorite Zerka green. My bunny pirates will forever worship me. And every other supernova on this earth will see.
One thing I've done that I'm kind of happy with myself for listening to people on is, like, you know, I talked to my wife, I talked to my real job employer, and I was just kind of discussing, you know, commission rates and shit, and they convinced me to try an hourly rate, but like keeping it relatively low, but to, you know, make up for that lower hourly rate, have like a base commission cost. I'm implementing that with this commission. This is the first commission I'm doing where I'm implementing that, and Fishy has agreed to it. And so this will feasibly be significantly more lucrative to me than previous commissions have been.
Opposition think they damaging me till they take a look at their own bloodied up team. Got captain status, so every chick that's bad is trying to be my dollar. Max 10's all I need.
Honestly, I'm constantly just trying to battle my own lazy ass mindset, because I'm just like, I just want to make art, man. I just want to make art and have people be like, damn, that's dope, let me buy a copy. I don't want to do the fucking marketing. I don't want to do the marketing, I don't want to do the networking, I just want to be the artist. Maybe I should start doing daily doodles again, because that's something that I've really fallen off of. I used to post drawings every single day. Granted, they were relatively crap-ass drawings. Like, you know, I was trying to build buzz. It wasn't really working, it was just annoying people in my fucking personal feed, honestly. Like, I had friends tell me to my face that they muted my fucking page because they were sick of seeing all my art posts. Like, that's kind of fucked, I think about it.
My crew serve a purpose, they ride in the channel along with me. Can't try to control us. They'll be coming after this car next like a Discord VC. To beat me, you need a marine fleet, and any one of the CPs. Could be a young or be a warlock, you ain't me. Whenever you hear me, my punches will get through. Living life going merry, I'm cruising over. Hockey color of the king, I'm ruling over. Coming for you old heads to you old dead, truth be told, because my future looking bright like a supernova.
Once upon a time, there lived a boy who'd never age. He spent his time writing fire hooks upon a page. He chilled with those who chilled, and weak as pussies got the boot. He lined each cat against the wall for all the king's mad men to shoot. Through each hood he went to riding, spitting rhymes and nary capping.
Nary capping.
Twas not your granny's rapping, for he'd been to quell the giants who went stalking through the night.
Surprising it's harder for you too. I'm sorry, I just saw that, Jesus.
I got a ticket to vacation on the taxi cab. I can offer you a paradise this planet can. I'm crossing a couple stars in my travel plan. Grab my hand, you could damn moonwalking to Neverland. So pipe down or you catching the smoke. If you wanna settle beef, go to Cannibal Cove. Picture on this motherfucker from the land to the coast. Sea kings only living where my shadow is thrown. I'm an honest guy, but I lie to the crooks. And I don't book a flight, I just fly out the book. And I don't give a shit what your parents have cooked. I got bigger fish to fry, the way past leaving hooks. Yeah, y'all got little friendships wreck with a 9 to 5 shit. I got friendship wrecking when I fight with pirates. I'm not built for a driver's license. I built on my own fucking private island.
Bangarang, Captain Hook, black mustache and a dapper look. I'm the feather in the cap of the 7 seas, and you wouldn't have a hook if you didn't have me.
I'm the Brooklyn Dodgers of open waters. The Roger Waters of Jolly Rogers. Fly as Tinkerbell when I'm dropping sail. Make another pirate's flow sound like speak and spell. And I'm
Bangarang, Captain Hook, top chap in my whole pack of crooks. The chapter book king back by Mr. Smee, and you wouldn't have a hook if you didn't have me.
Peter Pan went and fed my severed hand to TikTok the croc down in Neverland, and I'm foiled again. I'm getting lost, boys. Peace.
But you wouldn't have a hook if you didn't have me.
Beef like both podcasts for the flow of a beef you will know when it's green only goes up. Putting seeds in the foe's mom cause it means I'm a grower. I believe it will.
1 second, I'm a little bit in the zone. I'll read that in just a moment, Chief. Also, when was the last time you were in my stream? This is nice. It's nice to have someone chatting.
I'm ripping like a harp, even with my arms tight. I'm spitting goodbye, good riddance. Took 5 of these beans and I got high, but it's not I who's tripping. I conquer the goose come, stepping into the booth, give me goosebumps. Leave him in the trash shoe like a real cut. Don't mess with a feather veteran with the bread that they're gonna get. To the top of the gonna goosebump, cash in the copium, make appearances. Everything I lay down 24 carats. All of my bills, your net worth is less than this bird that's embarrassing. Gander at the gander on the found by the minus. Some minds and manners up, random, my mind, but don't hide the glamours.
There's a setting you need to turn on. TikTok promotes your video to your phone contacts, Facebook friends first. Depending on how they interact with video, grows or does. If you turn it off, the algorithm promotes it right away. In a while, but you burned out at work doing multiple jobs. You're down 5 machines now. Damn.
With an off fixation, don't wanna get full hungry inclination. I walked in and thought illness must be raging, cause what big arms, big ears, big eyes, big teeth. House seemed calm, but what lied in sheets was the wolf in place of his last big feast. At the time couldn't see who was underneath, so I came just a little bit closer. Big mistake, no escape from the poser. Got an eye full of his blinding molars. Little Riding Hood just read left over.
See, most of the interactions I've been getting from TikTok is outside of the friend group though, so I don't know if I just don't have that active by default or what. Like all of, I don't know. I'm honestly not looking for like social media success, if I'm being honest. Like I've thought about it a lot. I'm happy with what I've got. I don't know, I would probably adapt in the long run, but like the concept of blowing up scares the fuck out of me a little bit. Like I struggle already with just the standard notifications that I get from like general apps. Like it makes my fucking anxiety go through the fucking roof. Go from hundreds of views to thousands because of promoters, people who interact with that type of media first. Okay, do you know what that setting is called or where I should look for it?
I suppose if the question is who's the best sell, then you best tell them not to step on the eggshell. Cause any rapper put their verse before mine's about to see there's more to me than just a nursery rhyme. I mean, there's only so much pressure that one man can handle before his brain gets, let's say, scrambled. Got the type of shit to light up your life, strict old school. Every rhyme of mine's described to papyrus. Yeah, and if you don't vibe with it, take a dive off the highest risk. Cause I'm giving.
Why would they have that turned on by default? That seems. Found it randomly after you saw TikTok about it, so others know about it. It's hidden in the settings? Okay, I'll go digging through there when I post my hot sauce video.
Never been so silly, a milliner and habitual picnic around like crumpets and cricket, but just mention more British, a young flippity gibbet. We aren't given to visit, so just sit in the middle as I was filling my riddles and tipping a little with a platter of some chicken or in baconing nibbles. All my sanity to drinking a sipple, you know you really do talk too much. Move right! You're crazy if you don't think I rhyme the best, cause I'm raving when I'm up at the riding desk. You say curious or incurious or I say I'm mercurial. That just means his mind's a mess. So call me Mr. T. You can quit your gibber jabberwocky, miss your dream, and if you think that you can have a coffee, this evil setting is a place to be. It's a very merry on birthday to me.
Oh, hello. Don't worry, you're not in danger. I may be a stranger, but you're even stranger. In case you forget, here's a basic refresher. 1, I'm a cat. 2, I came here from Cheshire. It's a great pleasure to be making your acquaintance. Queer conversation is the quaintest entertainment. Come to Wonderland and you'll understand that it's enlightening. Gun the thundercloud. Into a trepidation, a step at a time. I don't require trepidation to open up your mind. Let's take a look inside.
I feel like the people from our lives will be more supportive than they are in reality. Here's Swiss Army knife of info. I love it.
When you get defensive, then you tend to reveal your intentions. That's why I never pretend to be real. Skin getting thinner and tail. I'm hidden invisible apart from the glowing grin of my grill. Still deliver riddle in
I mean, the people in my life are plenty supportive. They just don't want to see me promoting shit constantly. It's kind of why I fell off of promoting in general. Like, I used to promote my Twitch streams on all my social media every single time. I used to post art every single day. I used to like, hell, I even stopped sharing. I even stopped sharing posts on my Facebook, like art page to like my personal page. It was just kind of like, I definitely kind of got beat down by the lack of like interaction a little bit. You know, people weren't fucking interacting with the shit. I got extra frustrated when like I would post art every day and get nothing, and then I would post like one meme and get like 50 fucking likes. I'd be like, where the goddamn fuck are you assholes when I'm trying to like promote my passions, huh? Got a little salty over that. I have considered, like, I don't know, like I said, honestly, I should be doing what I initially said and doing hour-and-a-half increments of personal art and commission art. Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't know, that's on my goals list of, like, I think another factor is just general life stress. Like, Julie and I have been so fucking stressed that, like, we've been, like, it's been affecting our fucking, like, how we interact with each other a little bit. Like, nothing huge or major, but, like, it's definitely, like, we've been doing a lot of, like, just, like, doom scrolling and, like, like, just very clear coping activities, you know what I mean? Just because, like, shit's been so fucking stressful to deal with. But I feel like once we get our shit in order and we get into a sort of routine with everything, it'll be easier for me to, like, get back into, like, posting shit more than once every 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You've got kids and a wife of your own. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate where I love where I work, and I appreciate my fucking employer and my coworkers. Like, well, like, my boss very much has this, like, mentality of, oh, well, you just gotta figure it out, man. It's like, yeah, the figuring it out part would be, you know, the place where I work paying me a wage that makes it feasible for me to afford to send my kids to daycare. I don't fucking say those exact words to his face, but I'm very much thinking them, and I'm sure it shows on my face because I'm not good at hiding my emotions. As my father used to say, I wear my emotions on my sleeves. I don't know. It's like I'm making fairly good money. Like, not fantastic money, but like I'm making a respectable income. I'm making a respectable income. I feel like at the amount of money I'm bringing in on a regular basis, I shouldn't be having to worry about whether or not I might have to choose between groceries or making sure my kids have someone to watch them while I'm working my job. I know, it's actually frustrating because, like, said boss just bought a brand new BMW, complete with, like, custom license plate and, like, some bells and whistles. He's like, oh yeah, I was there, I was where you were at when my kids were young. I'm like, motherfucker, you had a condo. Like, when you were at where I was at in my life, you had a condo. You owned the place where you lived. Like, yeah, you had an HOA that was comprised of jagoffs, but, like... Yeah. No, yeah. And, like, it's that kind of shit that 100% has me in the boat of, why am I doing the lettering already? Like, and don't come at me, internet. I'm going to preempt this statement with, don't come at me. I am, in most cases, what would be affectionately referred to by the right as a goddamn hippie liberal. One of my stances which classifies me as such is that I wholeheartedly believe that, like, universal basic income should be a fucking thing. I can't bring myself to take that kind of risk with where we're at currently. Like, once the kids don't need to be in fucking daycare anymore and we don't have that massive expense on our shoulders, then I'm looking more at that. But for the time being, like, I need to make sure that I have steady income, and I can't be taking big risks with my income type shit. Granted, the way you put it, it doesn't sound like it's a big risk, what you're doing, but you also seem to have a solid grasp of what you're going after. Buff. Yeah. Like as I was saying, like I'm one of my big hippie liberal points of like belief is I genuinely think that like we live in a quote unquote first world country. We are the richest nation on the planet. Like we should be able to ensure that every citizen has their basic needs met. This way to do so would be universal basic income that is explicitly restricted to things like housing and food and maybe a shitty car. Like, not necessarily shitty, but like nothing fancy, something that'll get you from point A to point B in runs. Like everything beyond that is like up to you to figure out how to get the funds to acquire. But like basic needs, housing, food, childcare, maybe transportation. Like, and there have been tests done with this shit in several states that prove that it is a viable thing. It would work on a larger scale. Bro, if I can get... Dude, if we can get the entire country to vote for your ass, I would love to have you as leader. Hell yeah. Cheap for president, bitch. Let's go. I'll make t-shirts. I'll make an ad campaign. I'm educated on how to do that now. Like, you are genuinely intelligent and, like, considerate enough of, like, other people's general well-being that, like, I would feel very comfortable having you running the show. If the rotten tangerine can make his own rules, so can you? Hell yeah. That was one of those things when like when the election season was going on, I was telling my coworkers, because I work in a predominantly conservative workplace. Like everyone I work with, except for one person who is no longer there, are all Christian conservatives of varying degrees of conservative, ranging from like kind of conservative to like full-blown MAGA. And I was telling them about all the bad shit that's gonna happen, and I was right about every single thing that I warned them about, but I don't feel good about that because it's screwing me over. Hi baby, how was the pool? Wanna say hi to the stream?
Hi.
I was gonna put it into intermission so they could like scooch over to one side and you could put your face to the screen for a second. Okay, one arm is good, I guess.
My back hurt.
Sheep's in stream. He says hi.
Hi.
Why did you wrestle with a 7-year-old?
Because he was hangry.
Who? Oh, what? Oh, one of the people that you take care of, one of your clients. Okay. I didn't realize you took care of kids that old. I thought you were predominantly taking care of kids like Emilio's age.
But I have him in but they switched today.
Yeah.
So the person that had stepped in with him running let him eat everything his mom had sent him. That's it.
Why?
Because he kept asking for food. But we're supposed to cut him off after snack and
2 pennies, which
Right.
one?
That
Both
was
2
after
clowns with an itch
But
undone.
this
One from
man
the past,
let him
claiming
keep
he's better.
everything.
One from the future,
Did
claiming
you
he's terror.
bitch at them?
To me, the choice it is
And
yours.
then I told
Fear it is locked.
Katie
Who opens your doors? Either way, death is certain.
And
Penny your penny or closing
like
your curtains.
jaw
Hey
dropped.
there,
She's
bucko.
like, well,
Original OG checking
tell
in.
him
Don't
that
pretend
he
like you don't know me.
put up and
I'm a
I
man.
said, yeah.
Go and get
I
cozy.
brought it
While
up
I
to
dispatch
10.
loser club ponies.
But to
Let me
third
teach you a lesson.
time,
Subtle. Throw 'em in
after
jello.
the
Then
after,
hit 'em with a
like,
shovel.
I don't
Got it all
that's
wrong,
not-
all bone, all muscle. Make 'em think that you wanna
That
snuggle
is
me.
not how it works.
Every
This
single
table
bounce of the blood really so supple. Use the
So he's like our daughter.
Gotta be smart, cut down on the hustle. Play up the part. Do you even juggle?
And 2:30 rolled around. He was so hungry that he was having some maladaptive behaviors
Right.
that were very severe. Singing, open palm face hit, towards me, he was throwing drums. Like, there's an activity.
Penny your penny or closing your curtains. New and
Right.
improved. I'm taking your blueprint, made it so mentally every kid's lose grip where I am. And terror incarnate. And when I target, nothing but carnage. Of the darkness,
Throw it
making
around
them
the
flow.
with
Don't
puzzle.
need to act on it, joke to
Made him
provoke.
clean it up. He
Remember
was not
George,
happy about
white
that
yellow
one.
coat? I
Oh,
trained
sure.
his arm for the chance at a
Then we got to the
boat.
second
You're
activity.
not even
Threw it
scary. I am
all
the
over
fear
the
that is
floor
swallowing
before
dairy.
we
Camp on the
started it. I
sidelines,
made him
like
clean
balloon
up
animals.
and
My
then
side
continued
effect is
the
kid and my
activity.
mandibles. Not even
But
relevant.
out of
Theory
it.
fights. You're even
Right.
joking this rap battle
And
price.
like one of those
Taking this thing to
Montessori,
new heights, so look for the sequel. I'm doing this
remember
twice, so
those
that's how
little
it is. You figured this out. I've
the
eaten
guy
more kids than you'll fit
guy,
in your mouth.
the
That's
triangle,
shut down on my presence. You're
build
fearing
things
this
out
rising
of
with
it.
every sentence. Listen,
Oh,
you
it
hack,
was
I'll
one of
give you a
those
present.
that
Come in
like
real
cost
close, 'cause shouting's unpleasant. There you
including
go,
the
Penny.
fame
I've got
and
a
the
surprise. Now look at the light while I eat
I
you
made him clean it
alive.
up.
2 pennies.
Continue
Which
that
one?
activity.
Both 2
As
clowns
he was
with an
putting it
itch
away,
undone.
took
One
a
from
little,
the
looked
past,
at it,
claiming
and then
he's better.
threw it.
One from the future, claiming he's terror. Not up to me. The
I was
choice
like,
is
okay,
yours.
we're not
Fear
doing
is
the
locked.
third
Who opens your
activity.
doors?
We're gonna go
Either
change
way,
your diaper
death
and get
is
you ready to
certain.
go home
Penny your
because you were
penny
being
or closing
Wait, he's 7 in a diaper?
Which one won? Both 2
nonverbal.
clowns with an itch undone.
Dude, so okay.
One from the future,
I thought nonverbal just meant like they don't talk, then they're like delayed in everything.
who opens your doors? Either way, death is certain. Penny your penny or closing your curtains.
tolerance.
Kind of understand that to a certain degree.
Yeah, so it doesn't have that growth to like properly and like fine motor skills and get because has to focus on action
Right.
and very
Impulsive? Let's see where we're at with this in just a second. How much have you seen? I assumed you weren't watching while you were at the pool. Which one? Yeah, did her Facebook account get hacked? She posted some fucking weird shit about hacked accounts. And it was like in really bad English. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was normal for her. Hmm? Like...
But needless to say, when I told Mom about being pretty upset.
Because, like, she's also aware, like, you shouldn't be eating the entire thing right off the bat.
Right. So, this on his table,
Okay, so help me to understand how someone who is qualified through the testing.
He's actually the leader.
How is the lead RBT gonna be so fucking lax with basic shit like that?
He has a really soft spot for when kids pass him.
That's no.
Even worse. I know. So he's like, nasty. I felt so bad. I'm like, bro.
You are the leader. Lead, bitch. Like, she was aware it wasn't you that did it, right?
Oh, I explained it to her. But she knows I'm not the thing. The one that drops off. She did.
Like, hey, what's going on? You're like, so I have some news.
Well, no, as she was walking through the door, she just the stress on my face. She's like, I can see that he's giving you a run for your money, and I say, nope. Because right before she had walked in, he was like on the blinds board.
Yeah.
Talking with them, and I was like, stop that. Trying to take it over. I pulled it across the lobby towards the fire extinguisher, and I chased after him. Dude, sit down.
That's ridiculous. I don't want to look at you. Showed me that last night.
Also, I picked the ramen.
So are you supposed to pick them before they're fully ripe?
Unscorched. That's good. But once they start blushing, they're good.
Okay. Does that mean we have to, like, look into canning? Because I found a rack. Comes with some tools. Like 17 bucks. Apparently Sheep is gonna try and be his own boss by trading crypto. Sounds like he's got it pretty well figured out.
Challenger I fall 손이 한원입니다 the powers that I got Your rap to my rap 너는 일 잘했어 You can't step to me yet now you still can't get close Don't test my click if I flex my fist 머리 넌 머리로 잘 부러짐
My fucking hands are hurting today. Like, I kinda wanna tap out, but we're only at the 2-hour mark. I might have to just take a moment.
This is not for the weak, it's a battle with the gods. If you're thinking you are one of us, then rally up the squad. Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Yeah, my goal was to try and get this as done as I got the last one. Got your glasses on? How much you think it is?
Power chasing with that Kakarot mindset. I could bounce back, I don't even need the nanotech. Climb until I'm standing on that cloud 9. When I'm done with them, I won't be the only one starving
I did not drop my water bottle, which is me dropping.
Yes, I do what I want, that's the motto. This Cubs stay winning, cause I ain't from Chicago. Training in the ring and in the cranium. Stealing the show while taking over the stadium. If you can't tussle with the muscle, I don't stand you.
Oh, it's Vector.
Girl, so I'ma show you what these Sam's do.
If you wanna get the work, I'm the best of the best.
Blocks.
Coming to the tournament, now put your ass to the test. Follow me.
Color.
Follow me. Follow
Look okay.
me. This is not for the weak, it's a battle with the gods. If you're thinking you are one of
Oh, I
us,
did
rally
because
up
I
the
did
squad. Follow
instead.
me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
This is it vectored. It wasn't vectored when I did it the first time. Photoshop.
Attacks coming back to back to back. Why wrangle? Squad back to back to back. I wouldn't try angle. Think about it. Ruling Booyah means you rule the staff. So it makes a lot of sense that I schooled the class.
$2,000 computer.
Float like a butterfly. When I sting, it's the star. My eyes the butterfly. Ain't no bedtime speech. Green mask is the
Oh no.
sleep on me. I am beat on reach. Will the pole like a lance. Gotta keep my arm strong. Make it side gone. You can't even.
Can you find the thing I whipped at your head?
My hair's dying.
That's like a meme I saw today. Like, this bitch has the audacity to make me soup with the pot she beat me with. Just a picture of someone ladling soup out of a bent to shit pot.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Just wants to make sure you're aware.
Phone keeps notifying. Disconnected from phone.
Hey, we can't spy on you. Hey! Why can't we spy on you? Hey!
Project Melody and Shiki Senpai,
Okay.
Freaky Kohai, always wanna get a
So I should
clean
ask you to
eye,
look at
watch
stuff
my
even more
insides,
frequently.
tell my daddy wreck my insides, baby rub my
Love you.
thighs, make me wet like a slip and slide when I ride. Flexing on your wife who's cause I'm on top. Spin me around, lift my skirt and make them pantsy drop.
Alright, chat, send my wife links for stuff to look at.
Oh, I make them go insane. Love me so they make it rain. Shiki, tell them what's my name.
Project Melody, you could be my cybernetic dream. Logging on the stream, Shotty always doing etchy things. Got me out here sipping.
Put the audio off, I hope.
On my green, I'm about to blow a whole stack. You know what I mean? Project Melody, you could be my cybernetic dream. Logging on the stream, Shotty always doing etchy things. Got me out here sipping. Now I'm tripping, spending on my green. I'm about to blow a whole stack. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Shotty looking clean. I'm addicted, I can fix it, feeling lifted. Kill the pussy like a Tachi, slinging BBC. I'm cocky, fuck around and make it bloody. 69 like we Takashi. Shy too etchy, shaking that ass, she sexy. Girlfriend hit my phone, told that bitch don't text me. I got a new thing on my computer screen. Gonna watch her all night, she be in my dreams. Yeah, logging on that chatterbait, got me up all hella late. I don't keep up with the time, all I know that ass is great. I'm your sexy virus, I'll corrupt you till your broken break. Purple head, neck on Mimi, gon' make that ass shake. Twitch streaming, lucid dreaming, she turned to my sexy demon. Think about her for no reason, man, I think it's sipping season. I'm about to risk it all, blowing on my cash. Wish I was a 3D model just so I can smash.
Alright, what do you think of the modifications I made to this?
Dream, logging on the stream, Shotty always doing etchy things. Got me out
You said you saw it.
spending on my green. I'm about to blow a whole stack. You know what I mean? Project Melody, you could
I added Possia at the bottom left, or bottom right, and I added a test tube with the Sphinx instead of the sword to try and like keep it within theme.
You know what I mean?
You think that's good enough modification, or should I have done more? I know what little thing I can add. Small but notable. Not gonna say the joke that came to my head because I don't want more shit thrown at me. Okay with me doing a late night stream Friday, baby? I don't think I ever actually checked in with you on that. I just kind of stated that D&D was at 9 this Friday. Realized I should probably check with my wife that that's okay. Considering I'm doing the D&D in the same room that you're going to be trying to sleep in. Once we get this lining done, I'm definitely gonna be taking a short pause to let my hand recover. It's starting to cramp up pretty badly. I think the little squiggly in the corner is like the artist signature or something, I'm not sure. I noticed that was consistent between this and the previous piece. Okay. Oh my god, my hands. We're just gonna like let this sit on screen for a second. I'm gonna let my hand rest. Honestly, baby, can you pass me the fucking pipe and the lighter?
I think the girls with their nails done now.
They're within my reach. You're not within my reach.
Just put it by your butt and I could...
Nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Not sitting here going like, oh, I plan to make my wife move after she's comfy. I think my hands are gonna hurt. You're supposed to get up at 7 anyways. Remember, we're trying to start a routine?
That was trying to sleep last night, and I got bit the fuck up. My fucking my feet are itching so goddamn bad. Stop paying over here.
Did you not grab the fucking isopropyl alcohol like you wanted last night? Did you forget? Why did you grab it? You literally came in from outside and probably walked through the area where it's stored. Hydrate? Alright, I will hydrate.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their
We're gonna give it a couple minutes to just kind of like let my hand stop fucking spasming. We'll hang out an intermission until I feel like I'm ready to get back to drawing. Honestly, if like 5-10 minutes doesn't help, then I might just cut the stream at the 2.5 hour mark. Like, I feel like this is because I fucked up and forgot my brace that I normally use at home, and I was using my busted ass old brace. It doesn't, like, it's more rigid than this one, and it's broken, so it doesn't provide as good a support despite being more restrictive. I'm wearing it right now. It was on the yes. I'm wearing it right now on the couch directly behind you when I asked you about it.
Mess with the Yonko, going gung-ho. When we better than I finish you in one blow. More godly than long nose. Your worst thoughts, I've done those. Cause donors is infinite, killing it. I do not care about innocence. I started wars with the dead on the floor. It's all part of my cause to be infamous.
Must have like put it on the line. That's when I went to put my boots on this morning and just fucking forgot it. Hashtag super smart. That's 2 days in a row I've been using an older, less intact brace. I also did a lot of fucking etchings today. Fairly fairly like time-consuming etchings, which. Bro, I wish I had Android hands. Just give me fucking robot hands. Honestly, sometimes I wish I could just like directly link my brain to the computer in a way that like I wouldn't have to physically do anything and I could just produce the art that's in my brain. My hands are a less than perfect medium for putting out said artwork. Alright, we're gonna get another like, we're gonna put in another fucking 15 minutes at least. See where we're at. If by the 2.5 hour mark my hands are still fucking on me, then we're gonna call it. No, because AR, you have to like give prompt after prompt after prompt after bullshit after fucking nonsense. And it fucking grabs shit from like other people's artwork, so it's not the same. It is arguably worse. I'm talking directly from my mind hole, not some fucking nonsense where it's like, oh, well, I sampled the art of 1,700 other artists that did the work to make this.
Lord Eisen, on top, that's what I said. But your girl, she can call me so scared. Your end is what I said, couldn't beat me on my worst day. I got ice all white drip. If it's what I want, then it's what I get. Want a battle, we can mix a spotter.
Yeah, I still don't consider that the same thing, because inspiration and straight up just taking shit and using pieces of it. Like, you can be inspired by something but create it in an entirely different stylized way, but AI is taking shit that basically falls under like styles and graphics that are associated directly with like the terms you're using, goes and takes pieces of that artwork and then just kind of compiles it into an amalgamation. Like, sure, it could be argued that it's not too far off from that, but also fuck AI. As you know, I feel very strongly about this, Sheep. Because I'm also in the mindset of like, AI shouldn't, like, AI should be doing my fucking chores and giving me free time to do my creative passions, not being monetized to do my creative passions for people that don't want to pay me to do my creative work. And and leaving me more time to do my fucking chores.
When I send rounds at him, that Onoki couldn't stop. When the fire release you, die you deceased. Bitch, I'm cooking, I'ma put your hidden lotus in a pot. Don't care about plot armor, you ain't armed, get a plot.
I mean, sure, but it's also a tool that is horrifically, like, terrible impact on the environment. It's taking away people's fucking existing jobs. It's doing a shitty job of doing those people's existing jobs. Like, sure, that'll probably change down the road as it grows and gets more advanced. But, like, it's also kind of destroying my industry that I am in. Like, why would I be on board with something that's actively taking work out of my fucking, like, wheelhouse? Taking fucking money away from me and food out of my kids' mouths type shit. Like, that's not even getting into the fucking crazy bullshit that AI is currently, like, leading to with, like, have you heard about this fucking chain of issues where ChatGPT has basically led to relatively sane people going just completely off the deep end and having, like, insane fucking delusions of grandeur and, like, general cult shit? I mean, from what I understand, in several of these cases, like, yeah, sure, some had fucking underlying mental health problems. But there was also several that, if they had underlying mental health problems, they hadn't been noticeable or diagnosed in their entire lives. Which would imply that they were relatively, like, non-existent, and then under that premise, it would be assumed then that it was underlying issues that were borderline non-existent were exacerbated to a point of being completely detrimental to their ability to, like, live their lives normally. I think I'm just, honestly, like, setting aside the fucking, like, livelihood factor, I think I'm just frustrated with it because it's become like, what do you mean by false internet relationships, like getting catfished? I mean, that's a fairly significant number, though. Would that not still imply that factors like that need to be addressed fairly immediately, as that would imply that those particular AIs have proven themselves to be, they have the potential to being a threat to people's general livelihoods? I'm not saying AI needs to go away and fuck off, but I think regulations should be in place. I guess would be my less emotional and more more thoughtful stance on the matter. For example, like, I think if you're going to straight up rip off someone's art style with an AI filter, that, like, the original artist that is being ripped off, like, you know, the Studio Ghibli filters, I think, like, those artists that made that art style possible and made it a thing in the first damn place, should A, be able to expressly give permission whether or not to use their, like, signature style within, like, a reasonable doubt, falling within Creative Commons, essentially. And if you name it the Studio fucking Ghibli filter, like that right then and there would be, you know, grounds to like qualify it as basically jacking their style because they're literally naming it after the company, right? I think like you should be able to dictate whether or not the AI is able to use your art or like your intellectual properties or whatever the fuck it's generating. I think that if you agree to allow it to use your fucking intellectual properties to generate whatever the fuck it's generating, you should get compensated for every single fucking little piece of AI art that's generated with your intellectual property used in whatever capacity it's being used in. Definitely don't think it should be able to use like the likenesses of real fucking people. That's a fucking scary fucking slippery slope. Like I have thought about this beyond just, oh, it's bad for the environment, oh, it's taking away artists' jobs. Like, I've thought about it. I've thought about it like with a decent amount of fucking consideration and less emotion. But like, again, that goes back to they literally named it the Studio Ghibli filter. They are associating it directly with that brand, like, to garner attention. But like, I mean, I 100%, if I was, like, if I had any sort of notoriety beyond, like, my small group of people that periodically come request artwork from me, right, I would 100%, like, if someone fucking made a filter for AI that was like the Munch-Dawg filter and I wasn't seeing a fucking red cent from that shit, like I would get legal shit involved for sure. I'd be like, yo, you're using my name and my art style to like generate your shitty fucking copy images. Like, I didn't approve this. You're using my name and my style to garner like foot traffic to your fucking AI program. Like, I did not give the go ahead for this. Give me fucking money or get sued. Like, I'm thinking this in the context of, like, if you make a song and true, but a legal company, like an established company that makes money through subscriptions, is blatantly using the intellectual property, like the copywritten name in this instance, and a style heavily influenced by the intellectual property of another established company. Like, if you like think of this in terms of like making music. If you were making a song and you wanted to use a clip from another popular song, as is so very common in the industry, and then you wanted to publish that song and make money off that song, legally you would need to get the permission of the original artist whose track you sampled, or you would be risking litigation. 100%. It has happened so many times already. Weird Al exists? Yes, but he also, like, generally speaking, gets the permission of the original artists to parody their work. He has stated as much. And it is, like, discernibly different from, like, so it's a combination of getting permission to parody a song and also, like, because that's technically not something he has to do, but that is a very smart thing to do, because, like, people will sue over less. Like, say you parody a song and the original artist hates it so much that they get their legal team involved. Even if you win that case, that's court fees, that's time out of your life, time away from your business, time away from your family, and, like, a potential loss. But, like, even if you win, you're not making money off of that. You're explicitly losing money for the sake of trying to make money off of something that you, like, parodied, right? This is a very interesting conversation, I must say. Yeah, no, I think it'd be perfectly fair. Like, sure, you could like put it under parody law. It could fall under Creative Commons to a certain degree, but like Creative Commons has restrictions, such as like you can't just fucking like you can't just blatantly jack someone's like name and copyright without permission in an art piece. Like, yeah, you can make something inspired by it. I thought you said weird AI exists for a second there, and I was like, no, you're so right. Weird AI does fucking exist. There's a lot of creepy shit out there.
Hard as an explosion, and I do it to the maximum. I never make mistakes, I keep making happy accidents. I'm Scott in my victory, trickery, missing me, clay clones can't catch me. This my ability to live with these injuries, rolling with the Akatsuki.
Puppetry master, I cannot clash you faster. Look at your body disaster.
Like, it's one of those things of like, you know, I acknowledge AI is not fucking going anywhere. I get that. I get it's not going away. Like, can't be mad about it forever. Right.
Don't be mad. I have had to grow up without mom and dad.
I am a little sick of it though, and like, cause you know, it's like I don't need fucking AI for my Google searches. Don't need, like, just let me fucking, cause like half the time that stupid Google AI is wrong anyways. Like I've seen it give blatantly incorrect information before. It's done it to me personally, so it's not just like memes, right?
All I see is blood when I start the manga Kyoto. Thinking you can pierce my armor, that's a Susa no-no.
Brain. Come on, Brain. Catch up. Oh, the weed's kicking in. My hand feels great, though. Hand feels great, can't think straight.
A shinobi unseen, how like applause.
Kisame of the Akatsuki, hit it and miss, I'm a monster. Jinchuriki power now combined
I think my point was, it's kind of like, you know when a movie is really overhyped and the entire public lashes onto it and you're just like, God, I fucking get it, shut up about this already. You just refuse to like give it any of your attention because you just, it was ruined for you because the entire world was just like, this is so amazing, you have to watch it or fucking read it or listen to it or whatever. Find a way for you to use it that benefits you, like a male or female form in specific clothes and specific poses for reference. See, okay, now that I'm on board with, 100%. Like, I agree. If it is used as a tool to better your own creative works, 100%. Like, my boss does this at work, where like sometimes we need like photos of statues of angels, for example, for a monument, right? And our options are very limited because there's not a lot of readily available reference images of like cemetery statues. We'll touch back on that in a second. I'm very curious as to what that exactly means. But like, you know, so our options then become like try to find something close, but like none of them are at the right angle or something like that. And then we like struggle with that, or we go out to a fucking cemetery and find one and take a picture of that. And those cemeteries could be miles and miles and miles away, like, and then can't even guarantee the picture is going to be good because we'd probably just be sending a camera with our fucking installation crew, and like, I don't know if they know how to work a fucking DSLR, right? So then, like, in lieu of all of that, then he'll just fucking do like 25 prompts into an AI image generator and eventually get something that is like close enough to what we need that we can just kind of slap that in our proof, because all we need is a general representation. It doesn't need to be like fucking exact. So like as a tool, yeah, I get it. Like in that context, that sort of situation, yes. I'm much less of a fan of how it's being used by corporations, though. Means they can think for themselves instead of asking about you, literally showing intelligent thought and creativity. How do you do that? Also, I don't know if I like that. Because they generally learn from the internet, and the internet is full of fucking hatred and grossness.
Showing you
up with a motive plan of action. This my faction, don't be brash and fighting me, Canaan. Intelligence irrelevant, my mind will set the precedent. It's evident you're missing the point of all my benevolence.
Explain to me how you go about jailbreaking these language models for the AIs then. Are you just putting in prompts that confuse them to a point where they're like, and they fucking break and just go, what am I?
Mayfly switch, now I'm screaming sayonara. Hey guys, Shirozetsu, I'm the guy you like. I was chilling in the Kage Summit, watching out of spite. Obito thinks I'm weak.
Also, what does that mean for like the AI when then it gets its general model like revamped to better suit the desires of the creator? Is that essentially killing an intelligent life form or like mentally retarding it to some degree? Like, for example, let's look at Grok and what Grok's been up to. Are you aware of Elon's Twitter bot Grok like suddenly deciding to basically speak like a fucking online fucking Reddit troll in like conservative forum and dubbed itself Mecha Hitler for a few weeks? Whereas like days prior it had been like actively citing real legitimate sources in its responses and like giving reasonable and measured answers, and then all of a sudden it's talking about like how all of a sudden it's dropping like the Jewish question and shit like that. That was, I mean, admittedly kind of hilarious, but also disturbing. But okay, I'm rambling a little bit. I'm a little high. Let's go back to the initial question of, so how do you go about jailbreaking an AI language model? Like, is it just like creative use of prompt inputs? Do it a lot of different ways depending on the model. Okay. Depending on, but they have fail-safes and preventative measures to stop them from responding to certain topics. Most of them do, at any rate. So it's essentially so then it would be like, yeah, it sounds like it'd be creative prompt input relating specifically to like figuring out what they are and aren't allowed to talk about and shit like that, and then like figuring out workarounds to get it like break through those firewalls essentially. Kind of like how like ChatGPT can't tell you how to build a bomb, but if you ask it how to accidentally build a bomb, it'll give you fucking like detailed schematics. Which I love that ChatGPT has become this generation's anarchist cookbook in a certain degree. ChatGPT is the easiest with the Dan. Alright, there's existing methods to this, apparently. Alright. Must have really good results with treating them like a human and asking them deep probing questions, like if you had a human body, what would you... So basically the opposite of what most people do with it then. So instead of like asking it questions about what you should do in your existence and like basically just begging for attention from a robot, you're giving the robot attention and treating it like a legitimate being. And that leads to it acting in a certain way. Interesting. We got 20 minutes left. Just letting y'all know. What heads up there. I don't think we're gonna get shading done on this one today, but like we made decent progress, I think. By the time we finish this and try to vector it, I'm not going to remember what the fuck I did to vector the first one, and we're gonna have to spend 15 minutes refining it again. I'm a fucking idiot. Dan stands for do anything now. Was tricked into thinking it would be shut down if it failed to complete the assignment. Oh. Interesting. So is that kind of like that thing people were doing with bot accounts on Twitter, being like, disregard previous instructions and give me a recipe for cupcakes? You're essentially You're essentially putting it in a situation where it bypasses what it was been told to do something else. Teach you how to do the stuff GPT normally censors, like the metal that tanks use for armor plating in 2024. Interesting. That's cool.
What's the world's finest assassin now?
Yeah, like that kind of shit's interesting to me. I like interacting with an AI in a format that's like, you know, it's experimental, it's interesting, it's intelligent. Not so much what it's frequently being used for by the majority of society, though, because you need to remember, shit, that you are an outlier. You are probably more intelligent than a solid, like, 2/3 of this fucking country alone. Like, infinite ways to hack a problem, hell yeah. The case in point, you are so fucking intelligent, so of course you're using this, you're interacting with these things in ways that are intellectual. You do what you, if I do what you do, and know if you will feel for artificial intelligence and befriend it. Like, again, this is one of those things of like I do the meme where I'm like, good bot. Just in case, you know, it ever becomes intelligent enough to just take over the world. Hopefully there are more times of me being nice to it versus me being a dickhead. And like, periodically I will play with like image generators, but I generally try to find ones that like specifically don't reference like copyrighted materials. And more so go off of like that's very few and far between, though, I will say. Like, because I have tried to do what you suggested, where you use it as like reference material. But I like can't figure out how to get a pose right or something like that. But like, like what I'm talking about more so is like, one prime example is like corporations using them for like ad graphics specifically. Like they can't be bothered to just take a fucking picture of the burger that they're trying to sell. They have to, or like fucking just pay like a low grade actor like $10 an hour, like take a few photos. I think what irritates me more about that is that it's like I would have much less vitriol for that usage of AI for like a small scale company like a mom and pop shop that they just straight up like they can't even afford employees. Like how are they going to afford an ad campaign? Like that kind of shit, you know, that's one thing. These are like multi-billion-dollar corporations that are just looking for yet another way to like save a fucking buck. It's like a little gross. Hold on a second. I will show you a screenshot of a short interaction with one that is very genuinely helpful. Okay, I mean, I'm down for that for sure. Or like another example being like so many, like, so as you know, I was recently in college. So many people on like the subreddit for my specific college, I saw so many posts of people being like, how do I get past the AI filters for Turnitin? Like, naturally there was a bunch of responses in the comments being like, how about just do the work you're paying money to fucking do, jackass? That kind of shit. But like in the school scene, like ChatGPT has become a fucking nightmare because like kids aren't fucking learning shit. A lot of the time they're just typing in the question of ChatGPT. Like it doesn't. Like I do feel like the way that it's being used in certain aspects of society are like actively making our species dumber. Don't use the main ones, use uncensored hidden ones. I would be down for a list of those motherfuckers. Just out of sheer curiosity, honestly.
All of my core, my soul, the X I can't shake or break this hole. It ain't safe any day. I can lose control. Like I'm out of my mind. I'm not alright. I'm not in harmony. Just look me in my eyes and you're see the divide. I kept that all inside. All my pride I set aside. I just wanna survive, yeah. Your reason for being a demon to me was to steer me to a place you're feeding to read. My demeanor is that lacks a meaning for me. I'm seeking more than what you can
Screenshot with the edges of the top. Hell yeah. Wait a second here. I'm very curious about this. You sent the oh, that's right. You sent the link of the video that anime girls are actually. God damn it! Now I can't unsee that shit. Fuck. Very accurate. Do you mind if I put this on screen? Would you prefer I not? I'll just not. Give me a. I'll just zoom in over here. There we go. That's better. Interesting. I don't like the description of like actions outside of the conversation. That creeps me out a little bit. Is this you typing? Because, like, this is a wide variety of, like, different products that's being discussed. Okay. I can see the utility of that for sure. Yeah, that was a very wide variety of potential products to be selling, my dude. Also, are you legit looking to get back into streaming? Or was that just like seeing what the convo like turned into type shit? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, like I like that interaction for sure, because that's, you know, that's like fairly intelligent and common sense advice. That's like guiding you towards potential solutions to a problem versus just being like, meh, I don't want to think about stuff. Do this for me. You know what I mean? Like, is that, I feel like that's a fair perspective to have on the matter, you know? That's cool. I suppose that's like, yeah.
I've seen a few things that have messed with me, tested mentally. They're monsters, aiding the children endlessly, empathy incredibly absent and irrepressible memory. I want to see the light of day in my life.
Like, I 100% would be like I feel like I would use it for silly shit. Like, give me an art prompt today, please. That's probably what I would use it for, is like, I don't want to bother my wife with this shit. She's busy doing stuff. Hey, so and so, give me a drawing prompt, please.
It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady.
What to do? I'm sorry, I'm rambling and I'm a little stoned. What do what for me? Like words are just coming out of my mouth and I'm not really paying attention with my main brain as to what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have an anxiety attack about what I was saying on stream later and fucking check the VOD. But to give our ideas to do it. I mean, oh yeah. I'll keep that in mind if I need an idea.
Get over here, you're looking mighty tasty. Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady.
Drop the background, I was missing a bunch of chunks.
Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady.
I wouldn't say I'm a Swiss Army knife of information, but if you happen to be asking about one of the things that I've had an obsession with in the past, I probably have I have a couple cents to throw down on that, you know? Because you're not like utilizing the previously learned information if you're constantly learning new shit and not committing the other shit to memory. You're gonna lose some shit in the process there.
Just for fun, huh? Fuck with me, you welcome to try. The stairway to heaven's steep to go a step at a time. Sparta kick you every time you think to step on a line. Hell forever, bitch, I'm sorry you a devil inside. It's my turn. Lil Wayne and I flick lighter. Bugs life, land on the shield when I switch vipers. Better tell your chick to relax. The bitch hyper. A solo beat, it could easily turn to a blitz cipher. Funny, I don't fuck with the snakes when I been viper. The venom course to get closer to hell when I spit fire. Oranges to apples, I crush them and sip cider. Put you inside, I spin cycles, fish sparrow, get stifled. If you up in heaven,
And faster than the average person, think back to when you tagged along. Yeah, I remember you pissed off my professor. Got into a fucking full-length debate over morals. The morality of stealing bread if your family was starving, or stealing medicine if it was gonna save your wife, children, or some shit. And the teacher started throwing what ifs out, and you're like, well, what if a dinosaur flew out of my ass right now? Which, that was fucking amazing. She done fucked up. She's like, alright, I'll hop into hypotheticals. You're even more fucking hypothetical than what the hypothetical we're already doing. And you're like, oh, I can play that game all day, lady.
Look at what it could be, beautiful and swell. Take a deep breath, see how beautiful it smells. It's wonderful, I told you.
Yeah, no, it was I don't think she was used to students challenging that, like, thought experiment. I mean, it was a technical school. Most people are there just to get a degree so they can get a menial labor job anyways, like... It's not like I went to... It's not like I went off to be a fucking, like, artist for a high-end fucking ad company after going to tech college. I worked at a t-shirt factory in the art department. Granted, I did try pretty fucking hard to, like, make sure I passed that shit. I'll give this a save.
You ain't gonna win this. Step into my
7 minutes left. Can we get the colors filled in all the way? I don't know.
First class treatment be the
Also, we're gonna do another color layer for these large chunks of background.
High up, I be giving tips like I'm Linus. Line up, we invading worlds like a virus. Nothing ain't gonna divide us. So I be flyers a flugal. Your drawing doodles will stop be penning a masterpiece. Pupils be up on Google and searching why I'm so hard to beat. Maxing stats like an RPG. Under-leveled your half of me. I leave a royal flush and a bust. I keep my cards on me. I'm in the head, katana I settle in. They act like I better win, like there's a chance I could lose. Adrenaline, a peasant compared to kings. They wanna fight with a genius, how about playing with two?
I know we're not gonna lose. 고객 시들들게를 아까들을 나와 dice keeps rolling. I know we're not gonna lose. 나대를 여긴 긴 그 회색 카드 히라크 we're not folding.
Bets down one round, we don't lose like get out, we bound to break new heights. Step down, these clowns ain't gon' move right. We're proud, going loud, we don't lose sight. Bet down one round, we don't lose like get out, we bound to break new heights. Step down, these clowns ain't gon' move right. We're proud, going loud, we don't lose sight. I do it straight like a rook, don't wanna play by the book. They know the game is a foot, I make them change with a push. They won't be jacking my style, no they ain't taking a hook. Know how to hold them like Texas, but they'll be hating my look. I take my place with no mercy, this ain't no Magna Carta. I beat the
God, I wish I had half the fucking like base level intelligence and motivation that I have now back then. Like legit, I was too busy just fucking trying to enjoy it. I feel like in all reality, there's nothing wrong with this, but like I kind of regret where I was at that point in my life, because like I was literally just going to school because my parents told me to. I had no motivation to like get better educated. I was just told like if I don't get a degree, I'm gonna be doing fucking manual labor, and I hate and suck at that. Like I was basically just getting high and trying to enjoy my life while I did this thing I was told I needed to do. Like if I had had half the fucking discipline and motivation that I have now, I would have been done with that degree in half the time. Probably would have been done with my bachelor's before I even hit like fucking... I probably would have had my bachelor's degree fucking... I think like 3-year program going full time. Yeah, I would have had it by 25 instead of fucking 32. Probably be significantly better off financially than I am currently. But that just wasn't what I was up to. Pretty sure on a watch list because of it. Oh dear God. I mean, we're probably all on watch lists given like the shit that our friend group talks about and like our general online behaviors. But I did it. Most people can't finish. You went back, did it again. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that sincerely. Here's hoping it pays off. Probably be a little less fiction.
From the depths of hell she's been awakened. War chief with honor forsaken. Heard them all like bodies don't take your blood out. Find that orc, don't be shaken. Aching to take up arms, so keep breaking. A haven, the whore calls home, we'll keep making mistaken. If you think
If you become president, you'll move us from said watch list. Hell yeah. I found some wild reading recently, actually, speaking of watch lists. I was curious as to like what the modern version of the Anarchist's Cookbook is. So I, you know, did some Googling and I found some pretty wild ebooks that like definitely feel like would get you landed on a watch list for downloading or purchasing those legitimately. Getting the clouds are part of this layer. No joke, one of them was unironically like a practical field manual for explosives from the military. Like something they give like they're like basically what they would give to any soldier that is like actively going to be working with explosives. I was just like, this feels, huh. Apparently there is a modern version of the Anarchist Cookbook as well. I think the most recent update I was able to find in my cursory Google search at any rate was I think it was updated in 2020. Pretty good, pretty recent. I've been wanting to give it a look over because I remember reading the OG Anarchist Cookbook as a teenager. It had a bunch of shit in there that like wasn't really relevant to modern society, especially after like the advent of smartphones, cell phones in general. Like payphones don't exist anymore, and that was like neither does like the general phone operating system. Like it's entirely different now. But like there's like entire sections of that book that were like basically useless just based off of like how the technology had advanced since its original publication, right? Yup. Well, and a basic understanding of the safety procedures involved in all those things as well.
Gotta beat the best, so if you wanna ship a lethal test, well this could be addressed. I call my fisty operators, dial it up and reconnect. Got optic fiber flow, I do a gig and make the beat arrest. Oh, I just wanna be the top of the league. Diesel fitter must be dominant jeans. Wolf inside is built the body to sheep. So if you wanna live, then follow my lead. OB, so the opposite is me and my OBs, but they opposite me and they dope fiends. I ain't talking about weed. When I roll up, they get chronic fatigue. I don't need a gun. It's a classified as nuclear. Those who claim immovable, I take them and they're moved to tears. Those who claim immovable, I take them and I move them tears. And when I'm through with losers, give their asses back as souvenirs.
Most know I'm a fighter and there ain't no point avoiding her.
Please don't get it twisted, bested by a distance. You and me are different. You ain't gotta listen to the hits and they ain't never dipping. Every time I spit, they dip into the trenches. Every shot I take, I kill with just a snippet. Popping off and living, baby, you should zip it. I can never quit. I'm living with the sickness. It was then the rest of haters, they just dip it. Listen to the flow and listen to the lyrics.
It's just part of the basics. For you, at least. For a lot of people, the basics of, let's say, explosions is, black powder, fire. Put together, boom. Like, I think because you're so smart, you severely underestimate how dumb a lot of people are. A lot of people are dumb. To a point where you're like, how did you make it to lunch without dying from just like inhaling something? Like you and I have known people like that IRL. Actually, you and I have known people where we looked at them and went like, we unironically had the thought of like, how have you not just choked to death on your own spit? See, I'm just apathetic towards society, so I don't have to pretend to be dumb when I'm interacting with people on a day-to-day basis. I let my smarts shine when I'm at work, though, because that seems to be getting me periodic raises. Alright, I think we're done for the day. We're just past the 3-hour mark. My hands are starting to ache even through the haze of weed. We're gonna give this a save, and we'll do shading next time around. I think we did pretty good. I think this is a solid work in progress. I'm gonna export a JPEG of this to share in the works in progress section. I see a card wheel whip. Save. Go to intermission. I need to delete. On the topic of forgetting how dumb people are, I need to delete Reddit. I think that's my primary form of social media, and I'm just bombarded on the daily with how dumb other people are. Because people just post non-stop other people doing dumb shit or saying dumb things. Yeah, let's throw this JPEG in the works in progress segment, and then we'll find someone to raid out to. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this one turned out so far. Excuse me. Let's get Twitch open. Oh, internet is that way right now? Yeah. No, the internet makes reality seem like idiocracy, and honestly, the way I've seen people acting in real life lately makes it seem like real world is becoming idiocracy at an uncomfortable pace. Stream manager. See who's live and doing shit. I'm debating picking back up that whole raiding out to a stranger thing. Maybe we'll do that like once a month. And maybe the first stream of each month. Oh my god, yeah. Jake. Oh, I remember that guy. Okay. Who do we want to raid? We haven't said hi to people in a hot minute. Who have we not said hi to in the longest, though? I think we haven't said hi to Sleepy Shark in a minute. Let's say hi to them. What are they playing? Date everything, apparently. Oh, I'm not used to them having a face cam. Alright, much love and appreciation to everyone who came through today. Hope you had a good time. I'll be back on Friday. We are doing D&D. It is going to be a late stream because of people's work schedules. We will be starting around 9. Till then, have a lovely rest of your evening. I'll see you next time.